everybody, and welcome. In today's trip, we're taking the Model Y here on about a 130-mile round trip. No charging needed. We're leaving at 85%, and we're headed to a place called 6 Mile, South Carolina. We're heading down there to pick up some ham radio gear. On the way down, I'm going to pick up Matt and Greg. They too are buying some gear. Unfortunately, one of our amateur radio friends has become what's called a silent key, which means they have passed away, and his gear is up for sale by the widow. So we're going down to help out the widow and buy some of this gear. As you know, if you're an amateur radio operator, we have way too much stuff, and this guy did too. So we're heading down to pick up a few items about 60 miles from here. So let's hit the road. We've got a little bit of traveling ahead of us here, and we'll see just how the Model Y can actually handle a 120-mile round trip without charging. We've set the trip meter here, so there you go. Let's hit it. Today on this trip, I'm going to use a little bit of the full self-driving. I've enabled it. We're headed down to Greg's house first. We are on back roads here. As you can see, we're on full self-driving. I transferred my full self-driving from my Performance Model 3, which I really wasn't using much in FSD, into the new Model Y here. Does a really good job in driving, navigating crappy stuff. Believe it or not, it drops to 25 right there by this guy's house. That's how the back roads work here, and now we're back up 35. I'm just going to let it read the signs and adjust the speed appropriately here. We'll show you here exactly how it can navigate up these twisty, turny roads here. Remind you a little bit that the full self-driving looks at conditions on the road signs, and I nail myself a not paying attention motorcycle guy in my lane, but it handled that just fine. Usually on the back roads, what you notice is a lot of people just drift over the center line to save a few feet, but we're okay. I'm going to bump it up by 2 since there's now a car there behind me. You know, people here just use road signs as guidelines for speed. So I'll go a little bit faster than the posted speed. Then it goes down to 30 there because it's really 30 here. And we'll just drive along here. Now I'm going to take control. There's a double pothole. There we are, and now we're through that. It's no use damaging the tires. Yes, it would have driven right through the potholes because software doesn't currently exist where it can recognize a pothole and do evasive maneuvers. Coming into the town of Landrum now. As you can see on the map there, it's
in 1,000 feet,
kind of a
turn right onto East Rutherford Street.
Very sharp rake angle, and it handles this generally really good. So let's see what happens this time.
Now turn right onto East Rutherford Street.
It's only like a 20 or 25 degree turn. Well, let's just see here. Cars are coming. We can see them here. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It threaded its way right through the couple cars that were here. Now it's 25 here going through the town of Landrum. Keep my hand on the wheel here, otherwise it wants my attention. Just the weight of my hand keeps the system happy. We're driving slightly to the left of all these parked cars in case somebody flings their door open, which is always the case here. Quaint little town of Landrum indicates we need it in the right lane, but we're not turning. Don't turn in front of me. There we go. All right, still 25 in here. And if we look over here, we might see my wife. She goes to this flea market. It's kind of a cool place. There's indoor and outdoor here on Saturday. She's there with Hank and Luna today. We're at 35. Up here we'll bump it to 45. Again, we're just letting the full self-driving do its thing. Does a very good job. There are some weird outlying cases, but it's not unlike a 17-year-old driving. So now we're at 45. Pick up speed here. And then up here, once we get up around the corner, we'll be at 55. So there you go. There's full self-driving, driving back roads through the city of Landrum. And now we're on what's called Landrum Highway, or Highway 14. 14 will take us all the way down to Greg's house. Probably have seen that a bunch. Once we get around the corner and hit 55, I'm going to stop the video for now. It gets real boring just watching the car drive down the middle of the road here. And you see the 55 mile an hour sign? No, I don't either. Somebody ran it over some time ago and it wasn't replaced. All right, up to 55. I'll see you in a bit. Coming up to a four-way stop here now. And I'll just let the car figure it out. Most people these days don't understand or know how a four-way stop works. They don't realize who goes next and those kinds of things. All right, there we go. It's our turn and off we go. Yep, FSD to the rescue. We're coming up to our turn in a half a mile, and it's a small little two-lane road, you'll see, and we're totally on full self-driving. Although I have to do just keep my hand on the wheel. If I oversteer or I try to help it, it pops out of full self-driving, so you'll know if it pops out if I had to make a correction. So let's see what happens here. It's downhill.
Now turn right onto Berry Mill Road.
And it's actually from here it even goes downhill. It's okay. You can see it makes the turn no problem. We're now on a two-lane road. And it's pretty windy up here. 35 miles an hour is the posted speed limit. Oh. All right. Well, if he would have been in his lane, we would have been okay. All right, let's get back into FSD. I'm sure the car would have handled it, but being beta, I'm still responsible.
In 500 feet, bear left to stay on Berry Mill Road.
Being beta software, I'm still responsible, so to err on the side of
now bear left to stay on Berry Mill Road.
No issues, I decided to take over, so. A lot of times it'll turn the blinker on to indicate to people where the car is going. I guess that's just a let people know what's going on. Gee, somebody's got a lot of cars. looks like me. Occasionally you'll see the blue on the screen. It's because I'm not putting enough pressure on the wheel. I a lot of times just hold it too lightly. Like now, I'll put a little more pressure and the car is satisfied with a little torque on the wheel. Thing in the road there, like a hole or something, not sure. You see there's not a lot of lines on the road here. They're faint, broken, not very well marked, so the car is more cautious when it doesn't have a line on the road.
In
This guy's
1,000
in
feet,
my lane,
turn right onto Maze Bridge Road.
so it's okay. It navigated just fine. We have a 90-degree turn here, and a four-way
Now turn right onto Maze
stop.
Bridge Road.
Okay. It avoids the hole in the road here, makes the turn, and then it's a light here, so we'll stop till it's green, which I guess would be prudent to do. There we go. See nobody coming, it proceeds. 40 miles an hour. FSD is really amazing. In fact, while there's other ADAS systems out there, Super Cruise and Blue Cruise and several other ones, none of them are rated to drive on these curvy back roads. They're only highway based, and Autopilot doesn't care. It's just like you. Unless you have a built-in LiDAR or radar in your brain, you have no trouble driving your car. You drive it everywhere. And so does full self-driving, using just cameras, just like yours. All right, we'll stop for a while, and I'll go and meet up with Greg and them. I have my two buddies, Greg and Matt. We're headed over to have a look at some of the Silent Key stuff. We're on the highway here. We're not on the interstate, 2-lane highway. It looks like we've got 44 minutes at 31 miles to go. Nice day.
At least he didn't call his two buddies Hank and Luna.
Oh, yeah. They might be Hank and Luna. You never know.
Keep straight to stay.
We are in the wonderful city of Pickens, South Carolina, and running Autopilot. Since we've been on the highway here on the back roads, Autopilot's been running. Pickens,
In 500 feet, bear right onto East Main Street.
Pickens has been here a while. We've passed some pretty old factories here. So we'll just let Autopilot do its thing here through the town.
Now bear right onto East Main Street.
No, you bear right. You're driving. I'm not driving.
Tell you to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool looking old place.
Yes.
Looks like we're going right downtown or through town maybe. Yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, see that? It wanted to clean the windows. That's Autopilot for you. It wants to see. I didn't do that. this. This is kind of cool. Looks like it's been here for a while.
It's a neat old town. Interesting buildings. I wonder what that was.
Yeah, I think that was probably the bank building. What I would suspect. That's cool. Yeah, it looks like the bank building to me. All these old buildings been here a while. At least a couple of years. Street tacos and seafood. We'll continue it through town here. It's 25, but I guess people don't care. But Autopilot always does the right thing, whether people like it or not. Alright, we're going to go up by a couple clicks here. Still 25 here. I didn't see any signs that would be any faster. There we go. We're going to bump it to 35 since it's 35 and about 100 feet here. Get everybody all excited because nobody follows the speed limit apparently.
They're all cursing at us.
I guess. You're doing the right thing. What are you doing that for?
Nobody does that.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it looks like we're coming out of the city of Pickens. Yeah, Blue Ridge Electric Co-op. We like them. They give us fuel here. All right, well, there you go. There's Pickens on Autopilot. Yeah, this is an old road. You can tell by all the foliage covering it here. Kind of cool. I think we're still on Highway 25. I'm not sure. I didn't follow the nav here. Got 6.5 miles to go. Yeah, we're coming through this town here. It's still 45. Look at this old fossil fuel station here. Looks like it's been here a while. Yeah, this town's old. We're still in Pickens County here. Yeah, I wonder if Blue Cruise or Super Cruise or whatever would work on these roads. I kind of doubt it, since they're a pre-mapped road thing. See, that truck was in my lane, and so we moved over. Go Autopilot. Getting close now, 4.2 miles to our meeting here. Hey, there's an old fossil fuel station, still in business. A lot of old cool farms here and houses. Yeah, we're getting close now. 1.1 miles to our GPS location, which I believe it's a convenience store.
Your destination will be on the right.
So we're just letting Autopilot drive us all the way there. See how it'll handle this now. We're good. Drop to 40. This is a place called 6 Mile. I've never been here before, so I couldn't tell you. And I can tell you that I would bet that any Tesla Autopilot's ever been here either. All right, it looks like our destination is just across the stop sign here in this convenience store. Okay, let's see.
Now your destination is on the right.
Is it going to turn us in there? All right, we'll take over from here, and I'm not sure where this guy's going, but we're gonna pull it up over here someplace. So let's find a spot, plunk it down right here. All right, we've arrived. Let's have a look at our trips here. It looks like exactly 60 miles, just what GPS said. 18, make that 16 kilowatt hours and average at 261. So it's not bad. All right, we're going to meet our friend here, and let's do our thing. We met our contact. We picked up our radio gear. I'll show you that later in the video. And now we're heading back to Greer. Are you guys hungry or something?
Sure.
You're always hungry. Yeah. So we're headed back to town. It's another 40 miles back to Greer. So let's do it. We'll go here. We will go, let's go to, let's see, Greer, South Carolina.
Now turn left onto Valhalla Highway.
47 miles. Let's do it.
Go right onto Allgood Bridge Road.
We're heading back, 60% in the battery, and 44 miles to go. We are headed back to Greer. We are back in the city of Pickens, but we're headed to the east
In
this
1,000
time.
feet, bear left onto Jewel Street.
Obviously, it wants us in the other lane. Keep going. All right. It's my kind of autopilot.
Now bear left onto Jewel Street.
Okay. Look at that. It did a fine job with that.
Yeah.
Pickens Blue Flame. I guess that's the local
Yeah.
high school, maybe.
Yeah, there's a football field down there.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Forest Bridge Road.
No, you turn right on the Forest Bridge Road. What's up with this autopilot? Want me to do it? Gee.
Now turn right onto Forest Bridge Road.
See if it turns right on red.
I was gonna say, I wonder if it knows that.
It sure
knows
does.
that.
Wow.
There you go.
How about that? FSD turns right on a red. How cool is that? Let's see, Blue Cruise or what do the Super Cruise do that? Oh yeah, it doesn't work on back roads. Come on now. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm gonna keep my hand on the wheel. I was so excited. Anyway, we're making our way out of Pickens here now. Big old substation on the left. See, my electric car likes those because that's the energy it uses to drive with. Oh, this is cool. got to see this now. Check that out. You don't have one of those in your yard. All right, just making our way out of Pickens. Making our way back to Greer. And we're heading to get ourselves a BLT. That's a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich for a late lunch. Looks like our arrival is in 17 miles at 2:56 p.m. And yes, we are running full self-driving. It's doing a pretty darn good job. Yes, indeed. We are here at the Little Rebel, and we're going to get a BLT tonight. It's a nice little place located in Greer. Just leaving Greg's house, headed to the house. About 22 miles to go. Heading home on autopilot. Just going the back way. Whoa. That motorhome just about took this black door off this car here. What are we doing here now? Yeah, we still got a green. Guess that guy in the motorhome doesn't know where its right side is. Autopilot does a fine job here on driving. All right, I'm in the garage. What a good day. Went down and picked up some amateur radio stuff from a silent key located in a place called 6 Miles, South Carolina. From here it was 60 miles. 60 miles down, probably 60 miles back. We'll have a look here in a second. Stop by and pick up Matt and Greg. Matt had to pick up some gear as well. Let's have a look at the trip meter now. Look at that, 121 miles, 32 kilowatt hours used, and an average usage of 266 watt hours per mile. We've arrived back at 40%, so from 85 to 40%, that's 55%. It's not bad. That's 121 miles. It was relatively warm today, so the air was running, but that's what you can expect in a Tesla when charging and driving 121 miles. If you liked today's video, give me a like, and if you would, please subscribe if you're not currently a subscriber, and pass it on to your friends. Don't forget the Tesla referral link shown here at the bottom of the screen. While you may have a Tesla, I'm pretty sure that some of your friends that do not would appreciate a referral link to save them $500 to $1,000 and give them 3 months of full self-driving software. Thanks for watching. I'll look for you in the next video, and take care.